What's up, people? As y'all can see, I'm out here this time. I didn't think I was gonna come out tonight. I had cooked some stuff at the house. I cooked some homemade cornbread from scratch using cornmeal, yellow cornmeal mix. And I took and opened up a pack of gravy, and I fixed some gravy. I just put some cold water in a pot, stirred it up, whooped it up, put it on the stove, and just let it just heat it up. Put about a half an inch of water in it or something like that, under half an inch of water, and just let it boil, come to a boil, and got hot, and the gravy kind of got thick. It ain't like I really want it. It tastes pretty good. I fixed a little bit of rice. I don't hardly eat rice no more, as y'all know. I done said that in several of my videos. Matter of fact, I said that probably in the last video I did before this one. And I fixed I took two veggie patties, the Impossible Vegan, out of the pack. I bought them in a pack, and I put two of them in the oven. I ate one, and I left the other one for my family, you know what I'm saying? So it was good, you know what I mean? Let it sit in the oven for a few minutes, and and this and that and third. Everything was good. The cornbread, it came out pretty good. I say it was on time. To say that I actually just in that moment did it. But as y'all can see the title here, that's not really what I want to come to talk about. As you can see the title, it says, can a old person or a older person or a person in general be rehabilitated when it comes to change of thought process? As you can see, yeah. I was just meditating that, just walking just a minute ago, and I'm just creating my own way of saying it. I could be wrong or whatever, put it in the comment section. But I would say it all depends on how the elderly people and the younger people are thinking. You see what I'm saying? It just depends on if they're speaking a certain way on a daily basis. When I say a daily basis, that means every day, on a day to day, every day by day, week by week, month by month, week by month, year by year, and all of that, and they still saying the same thing, probably I'm gonna say 2 to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, especially almost 70 years, or before 70 years, I would say chances are, no, they probably won't. They probably can't be rehabilitated. Is because now it is still possible that they can be rehabilitated. They can still be, unless in the Most High God works a miracle and it can happen. But it's always good, the moral of what I'm saying, it's always good to have an open spirit and an open mind and not think that we know everything. Because even me at 48 years old, I'm not going to sit around here and act like I know everything, because I don't. I don't mind it saying I'm wrong. Somebody point out, if there's like me, I'm trying to grow, people. I'm trying to, like, before 2023 come in, I'm trying to get to the point to where I can learn how to take care of business, learn how to spell better, read and write, and do just a little bit, get a general idea of my math and social studies and whatever it is, timetable that I need to try to improve on and stuff. I'm willing to step up to the plate, and I'm willing to make a better change. You see what I'm saying? I'm willing to do that. That's what I'm saying. So that's why maybe the reason why it was on my mind, and I just decided to bring up this topic. Now, I know it's dark out here and y'all can't really see. I'm gonna have to upload this video as soon as I get home. Yeah, as soon as I get home. I feel like I've been confined all my life. Now, I'm not blaming family, I'm not blaming no one. It was just the circumstances at that moment. And I would say it was the first circumstances that really allowed, for whatever reason, because years ago when I was like 13, 14, I told my family, you ain't got to never worry about me coming out here getting in trouble no more. And I was converted. That's when I got under the witchcraft of Christianity. Take it from me, if y'all don't know. The witchcraft of Christianity and the so-called Christian church, and under the spell of that stuff put a spirit on our people to make our people believe that they are right in everything that they say and do. That's why I was bringing up the topic back there earlier about can a person be rehabilitated, and then I talked about what I was thinking earlier when I was crossing the street about that can a person be rehabilitated. It just depends on their daily thinking, that if you're around them and what their conversations are. Now, if their conversations are like, well, you know what? I'm not gonna know everything. I'm open-minded, you know what I mean? I don't care how young or how old you are. I can be 70, I'm just making an example. If you find a 70 or 80-year-old person that says, you know what, son, blah, 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 baby, I don't know everything. You know how the older people talk to the younger people. I can learn from y'all too, and y'all can learn from me. I make mistakes, and I'm an old woman, or I'm an old man, and I'm 80 some years old, but don't you never think we don't make mistakes. We make them too. Now, if I find an older person talking like that, somebody older than me talking like that, then you know what? Yeah, now I'll be like, damn, that's really dope. You know what I mean? I love that. When you can have a civil conversation with somebody, whether you grew up with them, like I grew up under the spell to where I didn't even, my father didn't know what it was to be a father. He didn't know what it was to be a father because he was, his mindset was, they say that, you know what I mean, whatever. He just wasn't capable at the time because he was dealing with his issues, you know what I'm saying? As far as, and I'm relating all of this back to Deuteronomy chapter 28. And when you talk about things like the curses in Deuteronomy 28 and dealing with trials and tribulations, and you want to come from up under a certain spell of a certain thing and being submissive to a religion, a philosophy, and you thought it was right and it was nothing but the devil. You was up under the spirit of the devil, of witchcraft and religion and all that kind of stuff. You looking at a person right now as I speak that done been there. You see what I'm saying? That's why I can speak the way that I'm doing and the way that I am, because I know what it feels like, and best I can help educate other people out here, younger generation or older generation, to keep them, look, man, it's good to have a spirit to want to live with your family. It's not saying that you hate your family, but you want to be able to just do things yourself. And I feel like these are the curses according to the Bible of Deuteronomy chapter 28. I got to log them in with all those things. I can't come on, but we know that we are dealing with the so-called white man. The so-called white man is responsible for the stuff, the chaos and stuff that is in our community. Let me tell you why I'm saying that right now. I'm saying that because they control everything. All these stores, they control it. They control the government. Look at who control the government on all that type of stuff. All those presidents and all of that. They whatever they say can go. You see what I'm saying? So when they turn around and they put stuff, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Then look at the killings of our people. So I blame them for all this Christianity that our people was up under, the drugs that they put in our community, because the little guys that get the drugs, our brothers that get the drugs and stuff, they turn around and they make them out to be the monsters. But when they not getting on the people, the roots of the problem, who's bringing it and shifting it in here, it's just like groceries and stuff. We don't handle that. We just live here in America, and we just a citizen here, and we just abide by these laws that they got, and we just live here and then born and raised here. But as far as them bringing food and all that stuff over here, we don't control none of that. So it's the same thing with drugs and stuff. You can't blame a so-called black man for drugs and violence and guns and stuff like that, when they turn around and create the violence, they create the guns, they create everything. The so-called white men create everything. They create the guns, they create everything, and put this stuff in our communities for us to destroy ourselves. So yes, I put the bigger onus on them. It's because they have control of it. Why would you not want to blame them for it? Because they are responsible for all of the gun laws. When you think of a gun, you think of Esau. Yeah. You're supposed to blame them because they control the guns, they control everything, the drugs and everything, but they want to turn around and blame the little so-called black man, our people, when, you know what I mean, because I had family members that's been in and out of the system, and they create these institutional systems, they create the medicines and create these institutional, and then tell you something is wrong with you when they turn around and created these systems
instituted these systems and put them into place. So how in the world are you going to turn around and take and blame the small man that put his hands on it when you turn around and got a hold of all of the stuff and then turn around and put it in our community? Now you want to blame and say, oh, that's the biggest criminal. No, you the biggest criminal, Esau, the so-called white man, because you put that shit in our community. You put all that shit in our community. And then want to sit up there and call our people the demon, this and that, criminals, this and that and the third. You know who the biggest criminal is? You is, Esau. You is the biggest criminal. You and all your whole race of people is the enemy. Y'all are the number one demonic evils entities on the planet. Y'all are. And that's why I was saying what I was saying down there. And a lot of when I say stuff like this, a lot of my people think I'm wrong for saying this here because they have been conditioned and brainwashed, and like, oh, you wrong. They automatically it's in them that we're wrong for speaking out when the so-called the ancestors of the so-called white man beat this shit into our people. And so we've been practicing this ideology, philosophy for decades. You see what I'm saying? It's just like me. I grew up in a single-parent household. So when you grow up in a single-parent household, not knowing how to read and write, and you have to depend upon the person that's over the garden, and you know what I mean, or whatever, and things of that nature, and then you get used to that, then what's going to happen? You ain't going, in your mind, you're already programmed. And you're not going to just overcome something and just be like, well, I'm going to jump up, boom, 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 and just get up out of this hand. You did it for so many years, you got to readapt your whole mind, because you got to think about all of the years you've been up under that philosophy. You subscribe to the philosophy. I subscribe to that. It's like being subscribed under siege, and it's like a thing that I grew up in, to where it's like you had no choice. You know what I mean? You have no choice, because people say, oh, yes, you do. You do have a choice whether you're going to be in slavery or not. No, you don't. Because guess what? If you get out here in Esau's world and you drive a car, they can pull your ass over and give your ass a ticket. So you ain't free when you ride around in a car around here, and I know that. You ain't free. So stop all that shit talking about you're free, American citizen free and all that kind of stuff, because you're not free. Our people say that, but that's not true. You're not free, man. You're not free at all. If you're that damn free, if you're that fucking free, then get out here and get in your car and drive your car on the highway and take that license plate off the back of your car and walk around here and you're gonna see exactly how free you're gonna be. Walk around here with a license tag. Take your license tag off your car, off of your license plate off the back of your car, and just take the license plate off the back of your car, and take the stick off your car, and take all your insurance papers out of the car and burn it up. And you're gonna see just how much you are how free you is, because you ain't free living here. So why people say the land of the free? You ain't free, because anytime they'll tell you, I know some of y'all gonna sit up there and say, oh, well, that's the laws then. That's the law. You got to obey the laws of the land. Well, guess what? How you gonna obey the laws of the land and obey something that they stole? How you gonna sit up there and obey something that was stolen? Huh? How you gonna obey something that was stolen? If I went out and stole somebody's computer and I told you respect that item that I got there, how in the fuck you gonna respect an item that I stole from somebody else when it's not even mine in the first place? They took the laws of the Bible, they took God's laws, and they took our laws, flipped them and used them against us to say you need to obey the laws of the land. So how in the world you gonna respect a thief? Because Obadiah says they stole everything. Go read Obadiah chapter 1 and 4. They stole every damn thing. Yeah, they stole it. So how you gonna sit there and tell me obey something that's a demon that done stole from you and don't even love you, shoot you down, and just take a gun and just shoot you down like they did George Floyd? How you gonna obey a demon like that? How you gonna sit up there and obey something like that? You tell me that. You tell me, I'm waiting. How you gonna obey something that's you got no control over something that they stole. They don't even respect you. They don't even respect us as a so-called Hispanic, blacks, Native American, whatever you want to call it. They don't respect that out of us. They don't respect that. So for decades, our people been running out here in the streets, marching and all that. Black Lives Matter, all that shit, all that stuff was created by white supremacists. That's not even nowhere in the Bible of Black Lives Matter. No, I'm gonna tell you, the Israelites and the Israelites only is the ones that matters in this life. That's it. So that's what I wanted to come and tell y'all. I know I went into a whole decade of what I was talking about here. I know it's gonna take a long time for this video to upload. Hopefully it don't take too long. I'm thinking it may take about 5 hours for this video to upload, because it's like 15 minutes and something. Because I don't have no service on the phone. I have to just wait until I can get somewhere to where I can take and upload it. You know what I'm saying? But you cannot sit up there and blame our people for something that they didn't create. The biggest root of the problem, in order to be able to, you can cut around the bushes of that tree right there. As long as you cutting around the bush and you ain't cutting the roots, you ain't did shit. You see what I'm saying? Once you go down in there and get the roots, destroy the roots of that tree will not grow no more. So Esau, the so-called white man, is like a root of, hold on, let me say that again. Esau, the so-called white man, is like a root that people are just beating around the bush and cutting around it, being an Uncle Tom, but that's not destroying that root. That's not destroying that demonic root that's constantly causing trouble on the planet. It even got the animals afraid. You see what I'm saying? The animals even got a wild instinct in them, because Esau, the so-called white man, has corrupted the earth and all of that. That's why the Bible says that when the earth is in, how it go? When the earth is in, how it go? When the wicked rule, the people mourn. But when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. That's it. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. When the wicked rule, the earth mourn. That means everything, the birds, the animals, everything, mourn because of this individual that is ruling the planet. You know what I'm saying? So our people just need to wake the hell up and just get out of the mindset. Because see, with me, with the stuff that I'm just saying, a lot of our people has been conditioned to actually hurt each other. People will actually be jealous of you for knowing this here, and they want to have you killed. Just like Saul. When you remember when Saul was seeking David's life, he was jealous of David's anointing. You see what I'm saying? I think that was Abishai. He told, how can I stretch forth my hand against God's anointing? And Saul was afraid of David, but he was seeking to take his life. So that's the same spirit, wicked spirit, that is in our people today. That same spirit, it didn't die. It's still here. You see what I'm saying? The evil spirit is still here from years ago. That same spirit is still here. So I'm gonna see y'all later, man. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna talk a little bit longer. It's just gonna take so long to upload this video. Hopefully it'll take the upload, and I'm gonna see y'all later, man. And we'll talk a little bit later, man. Peace.